Hey you, yeah you. You clicked on this video for a reason, but first let's get some things straight. A DM's job is almost as intense as driving to your date knowing you're 40 minutes late. Except instead of having to buy cheap dollar store gifts, put on a pair of pants that aren't shorts, and bathing, you're setting up monsters, rigging dungeons, and spawning NPCs. But regardless of the work a DM does, the one thing they can never be prepared for are the players they'll eventually need to hand over their campaign's blood, sweat, and tears to. Being a player doesn't mean that you can just come to the table unprepared, but people seem to do it anyway. It's usually not a problem if just one person thinks it's alright to treat everyone else as table slaves, but becomes an issue when the majority of your group is composed of lazy slackers. So being a bum is a bad thing, but how do you stop yourself from becoming said bum? Well, let's start somewhere easy. A player quickly notices that to play D&D, one needs friends. If you have friends, great. If not, don't count yourself out yet because I'm always available. Got a friend? Great. The next step to being a player is to have a character sheet. Wait a second, hold on there, you sly piece of work. A character sheet with information on it. Yeah, this is like your one job, so if you can't do this, consider yourself worthless, because like 90% of decent careers in the world require you to write something to some extent. Players should also need to bring their own dice and a pencil. Dice cost like $7 based on where you get them from, and depending on where you look, pencils are free. Now use that pencil to fill out said character sheet, you lazy bum. Players are also sometimes given sheets of flavor text by the DM, who thinks they'll read it when in reality they won't. Said flavor text usually includes stuff like world lore, racial information, and important do or die rules that are necessary to said DM's campaign. So it gets awkward when that one player brings an orcish character to the table when the DM specifically mentioned that orcs weren't a race in this campaign. Hey, did you get past all that boring trash about rules and homework? Good, now you can get to the fun part of being a player. You spawn in a world with a bunch of other people and prepare for the adventure of a lifetime. What I mean is that your adventure will start with killing goblins and sewer rats, and the lifetime part is about how long it will take for you to finish. For a conservative campaign, it'll take you about 60 sessions to reach level 20, 180 hours of time spent slouching over a table, and 420 weeks of commitment to get there. If dedication isn't in your dictionary, then one-shots or modules may be more your style. Regardless, once you've picked your poison, it's time to start playing. From now until the rest of time, your life will revolve around the following 3 sentences. The DM describes what's around, the players tell the DM what they want to do, and the DM describes what happens. Your goal as a player is to pick up on the subtle hints the DM throws at you and bite whatever plot hooks come your way. Got a plot hook? Good. Now your job is to avoid death. An adventurer's job isn't easy, and there's a reason people like you are in decline. No one else is willing to risk their neck on a regular basis for a few pieces of gold. Then again, if that was true, people like you wouldn't exist. A day of adventure usually consists of the players following a map or trail to a location of interest, fighting monsters, avoiding traps, failing to avoid traps, fighting more monsters, and then fighting the big monster. If successful, you might snag yourself some treasure, which can be used to further pursue your adventure and goals. If not, failing a quest rarely hands out loot, and usually leads to your love-stitched character sheet getting thrown down the toilet. Many players hate seeing their fictional characters die, which can become a problem if they won't stop whining about it. The good news is that not all quests in D&D are kill quests. Sure, killing is the deep root of what makes the game fun, but some quests require brains, which if used correctly can save you from wasting the next hour or two in a combat. Why don't you go talk to the evil wizard instead of breaking down his door, killing all his minions, and then destroying his life's work? Last time I checked, I didn't kill my neighbor the last time he did something I didn't like. Now I did say that D&D revolves around combat, so most campaigns won't have many quests like this. You have the responsibility as a player to tell your DM what fits for you. If a player death is too much for you to handle, consider finding another campaign, preferably for ages 10 and under. Once your DM has weeded out the lazy bums, dropouts, and whining baby players, you can successfully enjoy the campaign with the remaining group. Oh wait, everyone's gone? I guess you still have me. Boop.